Oh no.
We generally use positive numbers for counting. But there are times when we need to use negative numbers too. Let's see a few examples where we use negative numbers. Look at this beautiful mountain beside the sea. When we measure the height of the mountain, we measure its height from the sea level. The sea level is taken as 0 for the sake of measuring height. But what if you want to measure the distance of a sunken boat lying on the seabed from the sea level? In this case, we measure the depth from the sea level to the boat. Depth can be considered as negative length, as we are measuring the distance from the sea level to the bottom of the seabed. Distance above sea level is considered positive, and distance below sea level is considered negative. Now, let's look at another example. The building shown here has several stories. Most of these are above the ground level, while a few are below the ground level. An elevator within the building will display positive as well as negative numbers to indicate its position within the building. When the elevator is at ground level, it will display 0. When the elevator is above the ground level, it will display positive numbers. But if the elevator is below the ground level, it will display negative numbers. Height above ground level is considered positive, and height below ground level is considered negative. Let's consider the next example. You may have seen a thermometer in your school laboratory. Have you observed the markings on the thermometer closely? The markings show positive as well as negative numbers. The numbers above 0 are considered positive, while the numbers below 0 are considered negative. In mathematics, we use the number line to represent positive and negative numbers. The numbers that appear to the right of 0 are called positive numbers, and the numbers that appear to the left of 0 are called negative numbers. Note that numbers to the right of a number on the number line are greater than the number. Similarly, numbers to the left of a number on the number line are lesser than the number.
So with the help of a number line, we come to know which number is big and which is small. If you look at the number line closely, you will see that as we keep moving towards the right, the numbers are becoming bigger in size. And if you are moving towards the left, means the numbers are becoming smaller in size. Okay, so if I have to compare 2 and 7, this you very well know because you have been doing bigger numbers than these also. But if you are to compare a negative integer and a positive integer, see, example, it is given minus 6 and 1. So minus 6 is to the left of 1, means minus 6 is less than 1, and 1 is to the right of minus 6. So 1 is greater than minus 6. So if this number is written first, and then if the number 1 is given, and if you are to put a sign in between, you would put the less than sign because minus 6 is less than 1. But if the question was 1 dash minus 6, then what would you write? 1 is greater than minus 6. So with the help of the number line, you can easily compare numbers. So as you go to the right, the number becomes big. So all the numbers which are to the right of a given number, they are greater than that number. And if it falls to the left of that number, then it is less than the given number. Okay.